You're listening to the Turi Writers' She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. In this installment, what food exactly is that you are eating? Is that what you thought you were eating? Also, how to die in Elvis Presley's bathtub. I have questions for you.
Okay.
This has probably not happened to you. You eat a food that you think you know what you're eating, but it turns out you're eating something different.
Oh, I was at a wedding and I thought there was chocolate mousse. And I put it on my plate and took a spoonful and it was liver.
Chopped
I wanted
liver.
to kill myself when you're expecting chocolate mousse. So yes, I do know that.
Okay, because a lot of taste is in your brain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I made myself a little tostada and I wasn't really thinking, and I put what I thought was the mild hot sauce on all over my tostada. And I took a big bite, and it's the Spousal Unit's ghost pepper homemade salsa.
Oh, that's so hot.
And I like hot things, but I ended up just running to the refrigerator and eating yogurt. Just yogurt, because the only thing that'll cut the burn. You can't, water won't do it.
Yeah, at least the chopped liver didn't burn. But it did make
I'm
me run to
glad
the
I could give
bathroom
you a.
and go, "Bah, bah."
It does make you want to kind of lick the wallpaper.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, ghost peppers. Eve used to make that ghost pepper salsa. And I'm like, why? Why? Why do you want to burn your face off?
Well, I don't mind hot, and if I, as you can tell, I'm not over it yet.
Yeah.
And if I'd known what I was doing, I would have just put a tiny little bit on. But instead, I spread it on like you would put the jam on a peanut butter sandwich. Yeah, and big
Well,
bite.
my family loves to remind me the time when I was making a stir fry.
Mhm.
And it was chicken stir fry with a bunch of vegetables and stuff.
Yeah.
And I grabbed Worcestershire sauce instead of the soy sauce,
That's not good.
and I didn't know it
Well,
until
Worcestershire
because it was the
sauce.
same color.
Yeah, it is. And it's sort of like teriyaki sauce. You could have just
Oh,
said it was
nasty.
chicken
No,
teriyaki. No.
it was bad.
Oh.
It was really, really, really bad.
I would have lied to the family. I would have said, this is chicken teriyaki and a new recipe, and made them eat it and go like, woo. But again, because if you're expecting it to be sweet and a little bit savory, then the teriyaki sauce lie might have worked. You just needed to be a better liar in order to get them to
Think
eat
faster.
thing, right?
Well, I didn't know. But I didn't realize I had done that until, we were all sitting around the table and somebody took a bite and went, eh? And then I went and looked.
Yeah,
what
that was your
sitting on the
mistake.
counter.
That was your mistake. Yeah.
Yeah.
You looked.
But yes, when you want chocolate mousse and you get chopped liver, that's kind of a metaphor for the past year, I think.
That's the opposite of the making lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Yeah, there
That's
you
worse.
go.
That's definitely worse. Didn't the fact that it was on the table with the smoked salmon and the rest of it, didn't
You would think.
that
You would
clue
think.
you in at all that maybe that wasn't the dessert table?
No, I love chocolate mousse.
That's a lovely way to describe yourself. Like, I'm the kind of person who looks at chopped liver and sees chocolate mousse.
There you go.
I think, God forbid you should be abducted by aliens, but, at the point where we have to design the thing that goes over your grave,
Always look on the bright side of life.
I would say looks at chopped liver, sees chocolate mousse. I think that would be a lovely epitaph for someone.
So we're overrun with these weeds, right? Foxtails.
Yeah, you mentioned.
We mentioned this a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Well, now these foxtails are like past my knee. They're everywhere. They're so big. And Frankie bought the fire thing.
What
to
fire
burn
thing?
them. It's a thing you put, I don't know, it goes on something and you burn your yard and it burns them down so that, because if you pull them out, then the seeds just scatter everywhere. and
Don't
get
you
more.
have a fire danger there? I mean, isn't there a danger that your whole log cabin
Always.
will go? Yeah.
But
Do they let you? Does the state of Arizona allow you
Yeah.
to do?
yes, people do it. And
But wait a
it's-
minute, just because
but it's
people
very-
do it.
It's not a blowtorch.
People eat guinea pigs too. It doesn't mean you can. Right.
What?
There are all kinds of things you can
What?
do.
Back that up. Who eats guinea pigs?
All over South America, it's a delicacy. It's called cuy. As I said before, just because you
I just
can,
swallowed a ghost pepper.
just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's an ethnic dish.
It's
So
the
there.
only way to get rid of them.
You can borrow back your goats.
I know. I would love to have them, but they don't fit in my car. But he bought this Bernie thing. It's very contained. It's not a blowtorch. I know what you're picturing. But ever since he bought it, we've had like these 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts up here.
Not a good idea to burn things in a.
No, so they just keep getting taller and taller and taller. So today I had to take Jerry Dingus Garcia, my dog with lots and lots and lots of hair,
Yeah.
and have him shaved.
Goes up the
Foxtail
nose.
thing.
It's a surgery.
Well, it's in my underwear. It's everywhere. It goes through the washing machine. I mean,
You wanna know-
these little things are everywhere.
You want to know how twisted I am by the times that we live in?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure somewhere there's a kink site for people who want foxtails in their underwear.
God, I could make a killing.
You could. Don't say I never did anything for you. So, other than the underwear loaded with foxtails, which sounds delightful, how are you doing with your new phone? Is it? Can you answer it yet? Because I called you the other day, you didn't answer, and I thought,
know.
oh, that's right, she doesn't know how to answer her new phone.
I can answer it. I can send a text.
Good. I actually got my husband to say he was too old for something for the first time today.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
he too old for?
Well, I'll let you think about that for just a minute while I cough up a ghost pepper.
Oh, hey.
You know me and old houses,
Yes.
and there's a house that I can just see how beautiful it would be if we dedicated ourselves for a year to fixing it. And I said to the spousal unit, who works with the political cycle, I said, you've been telling me you're not going to be doing much after the elections in the fall. What if we got this house and just made it our job? And the spouse was so upset. He said, I'm years old and I've never heard him say that before. Usually I'm the one going, you're years old. You need to slow down. And I wished I'd had a tape recorder, because if I get nothing else, if I don't make an offer on this house and nothing happens and I got to watch it go to somebody else who's going to do that sweat equity and has that vision, I will play this back to the spousal unit next time I ask him to do something around the house and he gives me some excuse and does not want to admit that it's because he's years old. So
Next time that he wants to be a plumber.
yes, exactly. Precisely. You got it. This house had some weird stuff, though, I have to tell you. They built an addition on the house for no good reason that I could find, except to have a bathroom that is like, all right, I'll describe this bathroom. One time, my friends and I went from California over to Nevada to door knock for a certain presidential candidate. And I won't say which one because we're not a political show.
All right.
And we went to rent a cheap room in Reno because that's where we were door knocking, because that's the closest city to Oakland, which is where we lived. And we said, we reserved a no smoking room. And they said, well, we don't have any no smoking rooms. And I said, well, legally, you have to have a no smoking room. And they said, the only no smoking room we have is the honeymoon suite. We have a reservation. You can't honor it. Put us in the honeymoon suite for the same money. And they said, okay. So the honeymoon suite was basically like those pictures of Elvis Presley's jungle room, except, I mean, I
Were
can't.
there mirrors on the ceiling?
Mirrors all over and red flocked wallpaper and plush carpet, and in the middle of the honeymoon suite with windows all around so you could see the gambling metropolis of Reno, Nevada, was a giant hot tub. Now, normally I don't like hot tubs because they make you feel like you're soaking in your own dirt, but they also had a shower. And after you've spent 12 hours knocking on the doors of people who say, you've been calling me for 48 hours. Will you get off my front porch? And it's raining and it gets cold and rainy in November, late October in Reno, because it's, up high and it's cold. you really appreciate sitting in that giant hot tub with suds and the Elvis Presley suite. So the last time I saw a bathroom like the bathroom I saw at this house was when I door knocked a long time ago and ended up in the honeymoon suite in Reno, Nevada. It had all of this marble all over. It had and here's the thing I do not understand. Walking up on tile to a bathtub, that just seems like every commercial I've ever seen. Who's going to take care of mom if she falls? Who's gonna? You cannot walk up and down. They tell you at the swimming pool, hold on to the railing, and they make sure when you go to a tile swimming pool, I promise you, on the deck the tiles are cement because there's nothing slipperier than wet tile floor. So I had to ask the realtor, like, how's the owner? And he said, oh, she's all right. She just had a major surgery. And part of me thought, she climbed into that damn bathtub. That's what she did.
I keep asking Frankie to put old people bars on our bathtub.
Well, he's not wrong to do it. This thing was
He hasn't
crazy.
done it in 8 years. But I bought like this really funky looking bath mat suction thing from the dollar store.
Like you have when you have babies to make sure they don't
Yes.
slide down and whack their heads.
Yep.
Yep. I agree. Your spousal unit ought to be putting a bar in there so that you don't do what I'm convinced happened to this woman. And it's got to be really hard to have people go through your childhood home and then read on the Realtor Review websites, this is a total gut rehab.
Yeah.
That can't feel good. I felt bad for this lady who just had major surgery. I felt
Well, I
bad for her.
My house in Michigan,
Yes.
I bought it. I had the outside painted. I thought it was brown, but it actually turned out to be a really dark purple.
Oy.
But then I thought, no, that was really cool. I loved it. And then a year later, I needed a smaller house. So I sold it and bought a smaller house. But the first thing they did was paint it like beige.
Yeah.
And it hurt my feelings.
Oh,
'cause
you
I didn't
can't.
like my purple.
This house, it's 100-year-old, 150-year-old house. And somebody took the beautiful coved ceilings with all of the fancy plaster and they put like dropped acoustic tile, like that kind of thing. And you have to ask yourself, like, was there ever a time when that was considered
1970s.
aesthetically appropriate? And then, at the top of the stairs, I guess to
Yeah.
save energy, why you would care about your electric bill this much if you live in a mansion, I do not know. But they instead of, again, I don't know what it is with people with light fixtures. They must have had some maniac. Somebody went demented in the family and was like, God damn the electric bill. I'm not gonna fix them. That must have been what happened because instead of just a nice light bulb fixture at the top of the stairs, they put in one of those huge, almost like you would see in a marijuana grow light facility, fluorescent light, huge. And then they put like a plastic filter below it so that I guess, if you wanted to keep some broccoli and some cauliflower in a case there, that would probably be fine. But for a stairway landing, it's got to light the thing up like a midway. Some things when people do them, you understand why they did it. But
Yep. Well, when we moved into this place, there were like 5 or 6 ghost switches. Like you turn it on and nothing happens. And so this is where our on-site electrician came in handy
yes.
a couple weeks ago. Now everything either turns something on or turns something off or it's gone.
Oh, can I borrow him? No, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know
know.
I know you need him if for nothing else than to look for your missing phone.
To take care of his kid.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Those 2-year-old diapers, man. The 2-year-old boys like poop like men. That's all I have to say. They have giant poop.
I love working with you, but I cannot believe I am hearing this from someone who complained about eating chopped liver.
That's true, but still.
I think I have to go wash my headphones out with Lysol. Thank you for listening to the podcast. It's clear you like listening to things, so you might enjoy the audio version of my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. I read the entire darn thing myself. You can download it from Audible. It's not free like the podcast, though, so if you're thrifty, like me, you may still want your public library to order the printed version.